Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
FedEx Field, get something.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Throwing first play is Herbert. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense.
Overthrew the ball, bro.
It's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
And his throw is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Hampton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Do something with it. You got to do something with it.
Into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them.
Don't worry about it. Get it out your hands. Don't take no sack.
Just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down. To the air again, Herbert. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Don't worry about it, bro. You should have got rid of it.
Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. Moving the ball well. Drive it started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Pass taken in by his tight end. Touchdown, Chargers.
Easy.
Will Disley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and
Easy.
by Dicker.
Easy.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Put these points up on them.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
All right, what's up, Norris? Happy Father's Day, man. It's over with now, though.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Middle of the field, he's got McClung.
You should have been there. Yeah, as you know, again. Again.
He's going to have a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Watch that left guard, Brian. We're gonna roll up on you.
Throwing now is Daniels.
There we go. There we go. He forcing it, Woody. He forcing it.
Right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
He forcing it.
So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week.
Nowhere to go for
Come on, bro. There's no way they got that fast.
They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
He got that fast.
Here's Herbert. And he's got his target, Harris. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
McConkey, you gotta stay. You gotta keep a hold of it, bro.
Completion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Touchdown.
There we go.
From 10 yards out. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dick.
Get rid of that ball. Don't hold on to it, Woody. Get rid of it.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away.
Get rid of it.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So a decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think they need the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan?
Stop that.
Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Stop that.
Here's second and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And tackled down
That's a no-show.
Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Mm-hmm.
On third down, they're going to run for it here.
Oh my goodness, it's 3 on 1, bro.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Now Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now a second and 10. To throw is Daniels.
He stepped up in that boy. Hey, anyway, he did right. I damn sure wanted to hit him.
It's all about making steady progress downfield.
Yeah, right.
Points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Daniels looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To the air goes Daniels. Forced out to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his
He's
own.
running with that quarterback, bro. You got to stop him from taking off with that quarterback,
Stick it with a
bro.
loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to
You got to stop that, man. They keep doing that shit to you.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Here's Daniels. Escaping the pressure right.
There we go. There we go. He don't know what to do. He just running around.
And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15.
He just running around. Good.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That one complete to McConkey. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down. Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Herbert throwing again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring this one back. Interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect 1st half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ball game.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
He gonna get the ball to start the next half too.
Braden Narvison out for the extra point. Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And that one makes it 14-7.
Damn.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Through the pick.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
Bad business.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. To the left side, he's got McConkey. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Now it's Herbert. Short throw to Disley. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front.
Let's go. Let's go. Stop playing with me now.
A big play there. 60 yards. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Dicker down attack on the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Caught that safety lurking. Caught that safety lurking. I don't know what he was looking at. Got him.
Here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He's going to hit his man.
Oh, DJ. Come on, DJ.
Just to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
He was uncovered.
And he's going to get it down to the 34.
He shouldn't have been uncovered, though.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Looking to throw. Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down.
You got to jump in front of that.
As they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin.
Scary Terry.
This near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And these two hooked up on a nice game to play before. And I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Daniels. This is
supposed to be open.
Score. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
He wasn't supposed to be open.
Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break for Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down, Washington, and a pickup of 18.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Well, there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that's complete to McCaffrey.
Got it stripping.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now third down and 6 to go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Dayon Henley. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their 40-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete here.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10.
Conky, you better eat him alive.
Herbert now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Throwing now is Daniels. Man open.
Let me hit him.
Samuel. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Out to his left.
Pick it off.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll try and run for it. And he's able to
Come on, man, let me get that.
He's taken down at the 25. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Daniels being chased out left.
Come on, get the pick.
The release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Rolling to his right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense,
let the ball stay in bounds, dog.
Because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Ben Simmons from yards away. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. That's swung out wide to Harris. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. And Herbert, his 3rd interception.
What are you doing?
Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels. That's caught by Sennett. He's got room to roll. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Ben Sennett, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that.
3 interceptions.
Surveyed the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
3.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this one finds McConkey. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Back to throw. Herbert. And it's caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston from 19 yards away. And the Chargers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for two. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a one-point lead. It just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Not good.
Not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up.
She would have fumbled that shit. Running the ball like that, bro. I mean hits, I mean booms taking the shit out of people.
Both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now running.
You can do better than that.
This offense so far on third down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. To the air goes Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 61 yards. And the Commanders use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Daniels going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. It's brought in by Harris. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Looking to throw. Herbert over the middle and caught by McConkey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Herbert. Eluding the pressure right.
Damn, bro, you're supposed to come back to the ball. Damn, bro.
There he goes left side.
He's supposed to come back to the ball, dog.
An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Herbert back to the air. And he's got his target, Harris. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert flushed out right. He gets it to Johnston. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Ladd McConkey from 3 yards out. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense.
Come on, guys.
4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They go play action. Daniels.
What?
This one to Terry McLaurin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Daniels looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Throwing now is Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. This is 1st and 10. Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's Hampton. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Steps away to his left.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Here's 1st down. Herbert going to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
2 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's a 1st and 10 now. Throwing, Herbert. He's got the hook up downfield to McConkey.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now 1st and goal. Herbert to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Herbert. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win.
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this goes.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Here's Daniels. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Now Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. So third down coming up. And Charles, I guess the question for me, where does 4 down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw is Daniels.
What? Come on. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Give me the fucking ball.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. To the left side, he's got McConkey. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. That's Hampton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards. To the air again, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Chargers, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll